TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And good evening, race fans, and welcome into the Full Velocity Racing Network. And we move in live tonight to the Kokomo Speedway in Kokomo, Indiana, championship night for the Dirt Series gang with the Randomizer Dirt Challenge. And it comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. What's going on, everybody? Phil Lacasse is here. I got Jack chewing on the controls, and our buddy from Blade Node, Sam Perry, joining me up here in the booth tonight. Sam, how the heck are you?
Pretty good, Phil. How about you?
We're hanging in like a hair on a biscuit. I will tell you what, ready to finish up this season with Dirt Series. So before we go racing, let's take it, throw it trackside, pay honor to the greatest nation in the world, the United States of America, with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, thank you to Kevin Dedman and the gang at 30 Grass Soul. They're playing our national anthem. Thank Charlie Milner and Milner Media Designs for putting that together for us as we get ready to rock and roll championship night. Dirt Series Randomizer, Dirt Challenge, 360 non-wing sprint cars at the Kokomo Speedway. And got to thank to 300 Customs and Sim Styles for sponsoring this series as well. As we get ready to roll for heat race number 1, Sam, I'll throw it to you for our starting lineup.
All right, well, on the front row, we got the 24 Colton Snyder and the number 4 Shane Kelly. Row number 2, we have the 77 of Robert Fletcher and the 98 of Taylor James. The third and final row, we got the 30 of Travis Pullen. And Shane Kelly is not going to make the call.
No, I guess he is not. He was having some server issues. You think he's going to try to get himself back in, but we've got 5 cars scheduled. Looks like we'll get 4. We will go 8 laps around, and they're obviously all racing into our 40-lap main event tonight. It is championship night. The points look like this, with Jamison Colbridge leading Shane Kelly by 5 markers, with Colton Snyder sitting third in the standings, trailing by 15 heading into this evening. Josh Smith and Robert Fletcher sit distantly back. Josh 23 out, Fletcher 57 back. So I believe it's down to maybe the top 3 for championship here tonight. Can't really confirm or deny that, but that's the guess I'm going to make. And the guess I got, Sam, is we're going under the green flag this time.
Yeah, we're under the green flag. Colton Snyder out front, coming off of turn 2. But look at that. We got the 98 of Taylor James taking it from him off of turn 2, keeping it a fairly decent.
Doing a good job so far. Taylor James is leading the way with that number 24 as he'll complete lap number 2, and he'll motor off the second turn, and him and Colton Snyder now going to take a stab to the race lead in a turn number 3 and 4. Give it at the line to see Taylor going to hold on for the time being, but Colton is there to the low side. Colton in that number 24 car. He will work his way to the low side there of James in the 56. Will stay, well, kind of single file there off of 4 halfway home.
Yeah, single file halfway home, all the way from the front to the back. Taylor James, I just noticed, he got a real good jump on the start. He started in the 4th position. Oh, well, actually, you know what? Shane Kelly didn't even make the call. So,
we got a yellow flag. 4 cars out there on lap number 6. Our first yellow flag of the night brings it out, and it shouldn't be too terribly hard to find with 4 cars out there. I'm going to guess the 30 of Travis Pullen got involved in a little bit of squirrely whirlies.
all by his selfie.
I hit the wall first. That's not a selfie. We don't hand a stick out for hitting the wall.
It was still by himself.
Well, yeah, I guess technically he hit the wall and spun by himself, but that's a flippy-do. That's you don't get a selfie for that. I'll give you about a 4 for style points, though. It's a good try on Travis.
He doesn't even get a hey.
Oh, no hay. Oh. No hays yet. We'll save that for later. But we're going to have 2 laps remaining. We go back to green. Taylor James going to lead Colton Snyder, Robert Fletcher, Travis Pullen, iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag returns to the air. Let's try it again. Now, next time by, Sam, we're going to see the white flag.
Yeah, we certainly are. Taylor James still leading the way. Colton Snyder not making it easy for him. Robert Fletcher and Travis Pullen battling out behind. Travis Pullen's got the 3rd spot. And Taylor James, Colton Snyder. Actually, no.
Colton Snyder wins.
Colton Snyder.
Stole it.
He did. Colton Snyder, Taylor James, Travis Pullen, and Robert Fletcher. That is your top 4.
That made heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 beginning to get itself assembled there on the racetrack. It's going to get 4 cars on the call. It's going to be the 57 of AJ Cruz on the pole with the 81 of Joey Lamb alongside. The points leader, Big Country Jamison Colbridge, will start third in the 199 with Josh Smith in the number 83, completing our 4-car field for heat race number 2. So we'll see if Shane Kelly makes his way back in, but missing that heat may have hurt him as far as not getting heat race points go. So that could be a big, detrimental factor to our championship race.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows?
Wait and see. It was a slim 5 pickings there for Jamison over Shane Kelly, and 15 back to Colton Snyder, and Colton just picked up the heat race win. So see if Jamison will feel the heat in this one as we'll go 8 laps around with the 4 cars. We hope everybody out there watching is doing well, having a good time. Been a big, long day here at the network, and we've rounded out. We finish off tonight with Dirt Series with a championship night. Randomizer Dirt Challenge. It's 360 non-wing sprint cars at Kokomo, and it is now under the green flag for heat race number 2.
Yeah, green flag out. AJ Cruz still leading the way off of the green flag, and they are getting.
Let him go. About a wreck there off of 2, or off of 4, I should say, and I believe that would put the 199. Oh, it's Josh Smith, the 83, out to the lead. No, I heard anything for the wrong car. It's AJ.
AJ Cruz still up front. Jamison Colbridge has the 2nd spot.
I lost my arrow there. Hit the wrong button. Ended up in the wrong car. But I guess that happens out there. 4 out there around. And now AJ Cruz and Jamison Colbridge a race for the lead. Give it to Big Country heading into 3.
Yeah, give it out to him. AJ Cruz still trying to take it back from him coming off of 2.
Oh, they're putting a good race on.
They certainly are. AJ Cruz, oh,
he's in the wall.
into the wall. Doesn't look like we're going to get a caution out on that.
Oh, and now we get a race for the lead between Colbridge and Josh Smith now over in 3 and 4. 83 car came out of nowhere, but Jamison will lead the way, and he's got 2 laps remaining to get it done.
Yes, he does. Jamison Colbridge going into 3, takes the white flag coming off of 4. Josh Smith still trying to take it from him in turns 3. Checker flag it out, and Jamison Colbridge is your heat race number 2 winner.
There is. Josh Smith will finish 2nd over AJ Cruz and Joey Lamb. So we have 8 or 9 drivers here in the pit area here tonight, and that should shift us toward a feature event, or it's going to be 40 laps around. They're going to go into a brief warm-up session here. We'll follow along some of the sights and the sounds of the Kokomo Speedway. We'll break back in with the call of our feature event live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
I think we'll go to a iRacing iFlag video.
All right, it is time for our main event on the Full Velocity Racing Network. DirtSeries.com is a place to be tonight. The Randomizer Challenge Championship race, and we have, I believe, 8 drivers, maybe 9 at the ready. 40 laps around in these non-wing 360 sprint cars. Let's take a look at our 3D racing starting lineup as fast as my mouse will click back over here. There we go. On the pole with the number 24 will be Colton Snyder. With the 199 of Jamison Colbridge to his outside. In row number 2 with the number 98 will be Taylor James. The number 83 of Josh Smith to his outside. In row number 3 with the number 30, that'll be Travis Pullen. With the 57 of AJ Cruz to his outside. The 4th row finds Robert Fletcher. In the number 77, the number 81 of Joey Lamb, and shotgun on the field. Missed the heat, but he is out there for the feature with car number 4. It'll be Showtime. Shane Kelly in the number 4, ready to rock and roll for a 40-lap main event. I lost Sam somewhere. Sam, you're out there. We miss you. Come on back. I think the aliens abducted Sam. Off turn number 4, iRacingIFlag.com, green flag in the air, and Colton Snyder will lead him off of turn number 1 and 2, and we'll get racing to it right away, hot and heavy. Put the 199 of Colbridge down to the 2nd spot, and he will take a peek to the low side for the race lead. 40 laps around Kokomo. This is a quarter-mile racetrack. These cars will buzz around here in no time at all. Last time by for the race leaders was 16:12. I think that'll pick up a little bit as we get up to full song, as we did a good race for the lead off of 4. Put Jamison Colbridge. I thought he had a race lead. Colton Snyder going to hold on, but by 0.033 at the line. And so they're bugging 12.5 seconds a lap, 40 laps, green flag here, receiving. This should be a good and fun race. And they are putting on a show right now to the low side. Off of turn number 2, Colbridge down low, Snyder up high, one rip in the lip, and one, well, I guess you could say hub-sucking, catfishing. I go catfishing today. It was a nice day up in the Northeast, wasn't it? We got Colbridge to the low side of Snyder. You got Josh Smith running in the 3rd spot. He's trying to hold on to the top 2. Look back to 4th. You find Taylor James. Him and Shane Kelly having a good run as a 4 car. Getting to strut him stuff and come on forward, running for a championship. Shane Kelly in the 4. We've put him up to P4 off of turn number 4 this time. 4 is a while. Don't stay in the 5th spot. So he's trying to run down Taylor James ahead. Taylor had a good run in his heat. In the number 98, 4 car will go back to the low side off of that 4th corner. We've got the line. Oh, that's pretty close. That's even. That's about as dead even as you can get. James and Kelly separated by about 2 100ths at the line that time. So that's pretty dang close. Race for the lead. Well, it was good. Colton Snyder has held off Jamison Colbridge for the time being. Get Josh Smith running now back in the 3rd spot. We have Taylor James, Shane Kelly in 5th. You go back a little bit, you find Travis Pullen's number 30, Robert Fletcher, Joey Lamb, and AJ Cruz complete 9 cars, and we have our first yellow flag of the main event on lap number 10. We will slow it on down and find Travis Pullen in the number 30. He had some issues. The 2nd time today, he hit the wall, and I think he's ruined a couple of sides of that race car. Walking to wall. Back to green flag racing on lap now number 11 going on the scoreboard as the yellow flag laps do not count, and the timing and scoring is a mess as well as it put Travis pulling to the head of the field. So they will throw the yellow flag, and they will make the scoring right. So slowing on down again. Second yellow main event on lap number 12. I think it's going to score Colton Snyder when we get to the race lead when we get back to green flag race. All right. Believe the lights are out. We are going back to green flag racing. Let's get the timing and scoring to reset itself here. I'm not sure that's still quite right yet. Is it still scoring? Colton Snyder, that's right now. Colton Snyder is the race leader over Jameson Colbert, Shaw Smith, Shane Kelly, Robert Fletcher, and yeah, he did. Colbert's going to go up to the race lead, the 199, trying to capture a championship here tonight. He will lead the way. We'll complete lap number 14 this time off the fourth turn. He will put that CCRD number 199 down to the low side. He'll run the high side 2, 3, and 4. Good race going on for second between Colton Snyder and Shane Kelly. That would be coincidentally enough the 3 drivers on top of the standings in racing for a championship here this evening. So who is going to hoist that trophy in victory lane post-race? I guess we'll wait and see, because we've got still a half of this one left to go and some, as we'll complete lap 16 off of turn number 4. And it's hard to tell which is who in these little angry cars. Colton Snyder down the high lane will go to the race lead, number 24. Jameson will stay to the low side. The 4 is Shane Kelly, and we're trying to read the numbers are close on these cars. That's pretty difficult when they're this small and they get as angry as they are. And we got one in the wall, and I think around, because we have a yellow on the speedway. Yellow flag number 3 of the main event now on lap number 18. We'll slow the field back down, put Jack back to work. And did Josh Smith have an issue? Josh Smith hit the wall. And, well, that's what they put the wall there for. You hit it, and you're going to bounce off it, and you may spin out. And it happened to Josh right there. It happens to the best. Third yellow flag of the night here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, lights are out. It's time to go back racing. We'll have 18 laps complete this time. Colton Snyder leading, Jameson Colbert, Shane Kelly, Taylor James, Joey Lamb, the 81 car to the top 5. iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag returns to the air, and we're going to be halfway home in a jiffy here at the Kokomo. I'm Knoxville. Kokomo. Knoxville's way bigger than this. We go 3 deep off the fourth turn for the race lead. Snyder's going to hold on, but for how long? Because Shane Kelly is around Jameson Colbridge, the 4 car. Digging for all he is worth on the inside. Let's see if Shane Kelly from the back to the front, can he pick up the lead to number 4? Well, the answer is no as of right now, but it's getting close. A little less than 0.2 of a second. It's not a whole lot in these cars. The 4 car will stay low. Snyder stays high off of 4. Score Colton Snyder, the leader at the halfway mark. Now 21 laps complete. Him and Shane Kelly. Really good race there for the lead. Jameson Colbert trying to keep toe with them, running in 3rd. Taylor James out. AJ Cruz. AJ sideways into the top 5 with car number 57 is sideways, doing a good job. AJ sideways, that is. You see AJ back there running well again as we exit turn number 4. And it looks like this race to the lead may have kind of simmered out For the time being, as a low side beginning to go away from Shane. Top lane is being kind to Colton Snyder as he will run the top lane again through exiting 3 and 4. He will lead by 4 car lengths. Let's see if Shane Kelly will change it up, start going up high, trying to get a run because he is losing some time. It's over 0.5 of a second there last time around. Colton back to Shane. Jamison Colbridge trailing by 1.2 seconds over Jamison, or AJ Cruz now. AJ around Taylor James for the 5th spot there is continuing to make some laps around this quarter mile. Now approaching 3/4 of the way in. We're going to put 27 complete this time. Off of turn number 4, and here we go. I ended up in pace car again. Somewhere in left field. That is a truck. Not in the right spot. I'll tell you what. There we go. Get back on the line. We'll cross it and complete lap number 28. Snyder and Kelly still leading the way, but Colton has opened up to almost 1 full second over Shane, almost 2 back to Jamison. You got 3.5 seconds back to AJ Cruz. Him and Taylor James. Those two have had a really good race going on as that sorts itself out now in a late race. Yellow flag with 30 laps complete. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And I believe Robert Fletcher may have been involved, and we may have a leaner. Joey Lamb, not Joey Lamb, really. The 81 goes, let's see, off the wall. What happened to Joey? Ooh, leaner or turtle? I don't know. How about a 1.5 on that one? 1.5 for Joey Lamb. Ooh, okay. Horseshoes and hand grenades. 3 points for the Velocity Racing Network. Go to Joey Lamb. Jack scoring here tonight live on the network. Green flag back in the air with 30 laps complete. Snyder, Kelly, Colbridge, Cruz, and Taylor James, our top 5 as we work our way way off. God, Phil can't English. Forgot how. Running out of air. Telling you what, been a long day. Been a long couple of weeks. This long stretch of stuff we've been doing at the network. Certainly wearing us all out for sure. But Colt Snyder trying to pick up where he left off. Him and Shane Kelly, Jamison Colbridge, top 3. Running for a championship. Running out of time now at 32 laps complete. If I can't recatch my sentences here. See if we can't speak in some kind of English form that y'all can understand. We have a special Phil out here tonight. We had Special Todd. Special Todd's not with us. Missing Todd for sure. He was supposed to be here tonight, but unfortunately...
I can be Special Todd.
But you're always a Special Todd. That's true. Jack's a special kind of special. We'll leave that there. And you know what, Jack? Next time by, we're going to have 5 laps to go in this one. 5 trips around. Can Colton Snyder hold on? Well, he's got 1.2 seconds of gap. He won his heat race. Jamison won his too. I wonder how the points will play out. Shane Kelly's a wild card in all this, number 4. Him and Jamison having a really good race back here for the 2nd spot, but all chasing that 24 car as he exits turn number 4. 36 laps now going on the board. A 1 mile remain in the Randomizer Challenge season. The guys over at DirtSeries.com, look these guys up. They got some more racing coming up on tap. Come be a part of the show. Josh and the gang, they're good dudes. They will take good care of you. You'll do some good racing, I promise. You guys seen it here the last 6 weeks on the Full Velocity Racing Network is off of turn number 4. 2 sticks go down. 2 more trips around for the 24 as he will exit turn number 4. Next time by 2.5 seconds. He is driving away, and that's what you do when you want to try to win a championship, as he will see the white flag in the air. And Colton Snyder will exit turn number 2 and down the back chute and let it arc into 3 and 4. Checkers in the air. Colton Snyder taking down the win here tonight in Kokomo. 2nd will go to Shane Kelly. 3rd for Big Country Jamison Colbridge, AJ Cruz. Travis Poland will finish up 5th. Josh Smith, Taylor James, Robert Fletcher, Joey Lamb will complete our 9 cars here for the Full Velocity Racing Network at Kokomo. We'll take a pause. We'll jump to the post-race show, and we'll talk to these top 3 and our champion next live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, back here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, the post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds, web hosting, VPS servers, dedicated servers. They do it all. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com. Tell them the gang at FVRM sent you. As tonight's big winner is Colton Snyder. He will win the race over Shane Kelly, and our third-place finisher, who may or may not be our series champ. I guess I'll have to wait for Josh to tabulate that one out. But our buddy, Big Country, it's a third-place run here tonight, man. A good run for you. These little cars on this track, it was a cool show to watch.
Oh, bud, that was tough. Josh told me tonight that I had to finish behind Shane to win, so that was tough.
You had to finish behind Shane to win. Okay, you got that. So Colton, I don't think could catch you. I wasn't sure how that points played out. So maybe you as our series champion, dude. Well, that's hard earned. 6 weeks. You won, I think, 3 races. Well, congratulations if that's official. I believe it maybe is. I'm just waiting for the official word. But I think you're right.
I hope it's official because Colton was over here gambling these starts like he's trying to race for the win. He's like, oh, well, I'm not racing for the win, man. You go. Like,
Hey.
I'm not trying to run into you. I'm not trying to do nothing. Just ride.
He was straight up gone, too. He was just checked out tonight. You and him had a good race for a while. You and Shane had a really good race for second as well. But Jameson, I believe, unofficially, I think we call you the series champ. You're forever the champ in our heart, dude. Let me give you the mic one more time. Let you thank your team and crew and all your family out there. That beautiful little girl you got.
First of all, thank you guys for putting on this broadcast over the whole series. Josh, Travis, Colton, putting the series on for us. I'm a big fan of this randomizer stuff. So it's, it keeps you on your toes. It keeps you sharp as a driver. CNC Racing Designs, I'm finally coming back to that. So, I got to take down the top spot again after leaving. My girlfriend for letting me get on here every night and practice, or 2 nights a week or whatever it is to run this stuff. My beautiful little daughter, she's the crew chief there. Just everyone for watching, everyone that's takes a part of this stuff, that has their hand in it. Congrats to Colton for the win. That's about it.
All right, well, here he is, folks, officially the series champion. Congratulations, Jameson Colbridge. Well earned, buddy. Awesome job. So proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, here he is, folks. Let him go. He'll celebrate down here. He's got the trophy girl in victory lane, and I'm about to move the whole channel, so I'm not going to move him. Let's see if we can try this. All right, there we go. I broke everything right there, but I think I figured it out. We got Jameson let him have the trophy. Shook his hand. We get down here to our second place finisher here tonight, Shane Kelly, number 4. We call you Showtime. You made it a show there, buddy. From 9th up to 2nd. Ran out of time, and Colton was hooked up tonight, Shane. But congratulations, buddy. Tell us about your run.
Yeah, you started that comment off with you was broken. Yeah, I've been broke here all night. Right there before we went into this race, something happened in my wheel. One of the sensors broke on the left-hand side. So I didn't get no hot laps, didn't do the heat race. I got out there and actually got to make, I think, 2 laps before we went to the feature time. And I had to recalibrate the wheel rather than left and right. I was holding her up and down and only had limited range, so I was using a lot of brake. So a lot of brake and throttle to get it to turn, trying not to turn the steering wheel. So I'll take a second from ninth and with this group of guys.
Hell yeah, that's a big boy right there. No, yeah. Wow, I can't imagine. I have a hard enough time going straight with a broken wheel. Figure out a quarter mile in these sprint cars, which are a handful to drive. I'll tell you what, you guys really put one heck of a show on for cars that are tough enough to drive anyway, man. That's gonna be quite a challenge with a wheel that wasn't quite right. I am absolutely impressed.
Yeah, it was kind of hard, but you know, you got to deal with some adversity sometimes. You know, this
That's
show here
right.
went better than the last time when we ran Knoxville. Got kind of bad. I guess some seat time in them for everybody. We put on a little bit better show tonight, but man, no Colton with congrats to him. There was no way I was catching him. I couldn't put it up on the wall there at the end, which I knew I was not going to catch him. So I just tried to stay on that bottom, block that low line and do what I could with it. But no, congratulations to him on the win tonight, man. It's well deserved.
Well, as always, my friend, it is good to talk to you once again here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Let me give you the mic here one more time. Let you thank your team, your crew, your sponsors, and I believe you're going to get second in the overall standing. So I guess that's not all too bad now, is it?
Yeah, not too bad. You know, the one that hurt me was a street stock race. I had that one wine and got caught up in a little wreck there at the end. But nah, you know, I'll take another second here. It is what it is. You know, great group of guys, and you know, it's fun to drive. You know, thank Josh for putting it on. It's great coming out here every week driving a new car. You get kind of stale driving the same car every week, so you get to come out here and test your skills and different stuff. And great group of guys. Thank you guys for broadcasting the whole series. My team at Mud Duck Racing. Thank them for everything they do for me and just everybody out there. I want to say hi to my dad. He's probably out there with me. He loves your broadcast. I think he watches you every night. So,
Awesome.
yep, thanks everybody, man.
All right, well, there it is, folks. Love this guy, sweetheart. Shane Kelly. Second place finish here tonight. Want to make sure I move him out. And let's get down here to Victory Lane and talk to tonight's race winner, a guy who was in his own zip code, his own area code. I even think he ran out of the state of Indiana. Our winner tonight is Colton Snyder. Colton, man, what a ride for you. Was it this track and setup combo that is suiting you well? Because once you got to the lead, you were just straight gone, brother.
You know, to be honest with you, I don't know. I was hoping the top side wasn't going away because that was the only place I could run. I was terrible down there on the bottom.
Well, it is Kokomo. That is true. It's a tough place to run the bottom anyways, but this thing really worked out for you up high. I mean, you and Jameson had a really good race for the lead there for a little while. I mean, you guys, I don't know if you knew you were wheel to wheel. You were all the way up high. He was all the way down low. But well, what is your sense of these race cars? A limited field of view. They're tough. They're small. They're twitchy. I mean, do you feel the pressure when you're side by side for a guy like Jameson?
Oh, for sure. Running side by side with him. Him and Shane both, we got side by side, and you can barely see him, you can hear him, but you don't know exactly what line they're running. I mean, the only time I could really ever see him was coming off of 4.
I don't imagine the sight line of these cars. Definitely tough, but Colton did a hell of a job, man. Back once again in Victory Lane here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Let me give you the mic here one more time and let you thank your team and crew and whoever out there may be watching us, man. Awesome job by you.
Oh, I just got to give a shout out to Josh for, I mean, he puts his whole deal together and we just back him, so it's all on him, and then you guys for putting on the live stream.
All right. Well, he's a man of few words, but a loud right foot tonight. The big winner with car number 24. Colton Snyder taking down the win here in Kokomo. That'll do it for us here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you to Josh Smith. It was fun to cover the Randomizer Challenge. Well, we did here these last couple of weeks. Thank to all the gang, Jameson, and who else are we missing here tonight? Oh, we're missing a few admins. So I want to make sure we just thank all of them. Thank all of you for watching. Thank 300 Customs and Sim Styles for sponsoring this series. For Jack Truan, Sam Perry, Todd Stanton, the rest of the gang here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll see you back here next time. Good night, everybody.